Hello guys, I'm Shivaya Rahel of Batch 3, Bennett University. Today I'll give an introduction, a presentation to OSI model. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection Model. So basically when there's a receiver and a sender, so the sender sends the information through various layers to the receiver, and that model is called OSI model. So Open System Interconnection Model stands for the sending of data from the sender to the receiver, and the receiver may be a user which is using a machine to send all the information. Uh, so I'll tell you about OSI model. OSI model is a reference tool to understanding data communication between any two network system. So basically here it is trying to say that it is a tool that is used to communicate data between two network systems, that is the user and the sender. Then the OSI model is divided into 7 layers, and which will come further in the presentation. So each of the layer that is there for performing specific functions to support the layer above it and uses service of the layer below it. So basically there are 7 layers in OSI model, and each layer does its own work, that is providing help to the upper one and taking the help from the below layer. So each layer represents a different level of abstraction, and layer boundaries are well defined. So each layer has its own specification. Accordingly, they'll work towards it, and the data that has to be taken and have to be given to the upper layer is specified at every layer. So I'll go for. So these are the 7 layers of OSI model, that is Open System Interconnection Model. So the first layer is physical. Physical is, as the name suggests, it is the physical layer. Then comes the data link, then comes the network layer, then comes the transportation, then comes the session layer, then presentation layer, and the application layer. So from here the data is transmitted from the sender, and then here it goes to the receiving data. So it will go from the physical layer to the receivers. Here is the user and here is the receiver. So now the first layer of the 7 layers, which is physical layer. The physical layer, here it is defined, the physical layer. It coordinates the function required to transmit a bit stream over a physical medium. So basically the data is sent from the sender to the receiver by a bit stream, and which is sent over the physical medium. So basically the physical layer provides a physical medium to transmit bit stream from the sender to the user. Then it deals the mechanical and the electrical specifications of the interface and transmission medium. So basically the wires, all the underground work that is done, or overland work that is done, is the physical layer. That are the wires that are transmits the data from the sender to the user. Then the mechanical and the electrical means all the wire related stuff, all the devices related stuff that are there for transmission of the data are under the physical layer. Then it defines the procedure and the function that physical devices and interfaces have to perform from transmission to occur. So basically there are various devices that are used in the physical layer to transmit data from the sender to the user. Then here all the procedure and the functions are specified in the physical layer of the physical devices, and interfaces have to be performed for transmission to occur. So the transmission of data that has to be occurred has to be by the physical layer, and all the procedure and the function of the physical devices and the interfaces are under physical layer. Here it defines the characteristic of the interface between the devices and transmission medium. So basically the transmission medium and the interface between the devices are defined under the physical layer. So it defines the type of transmission and medium and transmission rate. So the rate and the speed that is that through which the data is transmitted is under the physical layer. It performs synchronous or sender and receiver clocks. The clocks of the sender and receiver come into the synchronization, so it comes under the physical layer. It is concerned from the physical topology. So basically, the underground and the upper land layers come under the physical topology. It transmits bit stream over the communication. So basically, the transmission of data comes under the physical layer. Now, units used in the physical layer: a repeater and a hub. So data unit is bit stream. Data link layer. It transforms the physical layer from ground transmission facility to a reliable link and responsible for the node-to-node delivery. So basically, the node-to-node delivery comes under the data link layer. So the data that is transmitted from the physical layer is a raw data. So it transforms that data and sends from node to node. So it makes the physical layer appear error-free to the upper layer. So basically, there is no error in the physical layer. It is ensured by the data link layer. Function: the framing, the flow control, the error control, access control, and physical addressing come under data link layer. Units used in the data link layer. Bridges and switches are the hardware that are used. The data unit is frames, and the protocol is simple protocol, stop and wait protocol, sliding window, SDLC, NDP, ISDN, ARP, TSL, OSPF, NDP. So now the next layer, that is the network layer. It is responsible for the source destination delivery.
Okay.
Now the network layer. So if basically the network layer, if it is connected to the same link, then the network layer is used. And if the networks are from the different from different links, so here the network layer will be used. So now the functions of the network layer, the logical addressing and the routing is done under the network layer. So the units used in the network layer, the hardware uses routers, and the data unit is used as a packet. Protocol here uses IP, NAT, ARP, ICMP, control message protocol, BGP, and RARP, etc. These are all the protocols that are used on the network layer. So now we will be coming to the next layer, that is the transportation layer. So the transportation layer is responsible for the source to destination delivery of the entire message. So basically, the data is not sent in bits. So transportation layer is responsible for it. It ensures the whole message to arrive. So basically, the whole message is arrived. So the transportation layer is used. Functions of the transportation layer is service point addressing. So the service point addressing, segmentation and the reassembly, flow control, error control, and the connection control all comes under the function this transportation layer. So the units of the transportation layer, hardware used here is transportation gateway. The data unit uses segment, protocol uses TCP or UDP. So these are the units of the transportation layer. Now we will go to the next layer, that is the session layer. So session layer is a network dialog controller. So it establishes and maintains the synchronization of the interaction between communication devices. So basically, if the same data is sent, so it separates both the data and it helps in the separation of the data. Basically, the data doesn't mix with each other. Function of the session layer: dialog control and synchronization. Units in the session layer, the data unit is data, and the protocol uses ADSP, ASP, ISOSP, and etc. Now the next layer, the presentation layer, it is responsible for the how an application formats the data. So basically, it is the responsibility of the format in which the output will be presented comes under the presentation layer. It allows the user to read the data. So the format comes under it. So the function of the presentation layer is translation, encryption, description, and compression. So basically, if there is a secret data that has to be sent, it encrypts the data from the user, and at the receiver it decrypts so that the receiver can understand the message. The unit used in the presentation layer, data unit is data, and protocol uses AFP, ASCII, that is the basic format of the data that has been sent. Now the next layer is application layer. It enables the user, whether human or software, to access the data. So basically it controls the access of the data to the user or the software that is using software that has been used by the user. Functions of application layer: network, virtual terminality, the file transfer, access and management, mail services, and directory services. All comes under the application layer. Hardware used is application gateway. The protocol uses HTTP, SMTP, etc. So data unit is data. Thank you. I hope you have understood the OSI model, which is really important in computer networks. Hope you have a wonderful day.